to Express News with me, Deepika, your daily half-an-hour window that brings you all the latest news and updates from the country and the world in just 30 minutes. Let's begin. A delegation of 18 members from Japan's Shizuoka paid a courtesy visit to Indian state Gujarat's Chief Minister Bhupendra Patel in Gandhinagar on Wednesday. The Chief Minister said that under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, India-Japan relations have grown. He expressed confidence that Gujarat will take these bilateral relations further. The Delhi Metro Rail Corporation has introduced international flights check-in facilities at New Delhi and Shivaji Stadium metro stations on the Airport Express line. The Delhi High Court has reserved order on Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal's plea challenging arrest by the Central Bureau of Investigation and seeking interim bail in excise policy case. Union government has asked states and union territories to ensure that members of the queer community gets equal rights in prison and there is no discrimination in access to goods and services, especially with reference to prison visitation rights. Ashura Muharram was observed across India on Wednesday. Muharram marks martyrdom of Prophet Muhammad's grandson, Hazrat Imam Hussain, and his companions, who laid down their lives to uphold truth, righteousness, and justice in Karbala. On the occasion of Devshayani Ekadashi festival, thousands of devotees took holy dip in Ayodhya city in the North Indian state of Uttar Pradesh. Devotees celebrated Ashtadravya Mahaganapati Homam festival, which is a sacred ritual dedicated to Lord Ganesh. Devotees decorated elephants with decorative coverings and ornaments and offered a variety of fruits, vegetables and other treats to mark the festival. Western Indian state of Gujarat has successfully steered the pilot of Cooperation Among Cooperatives initiative. The Cooperation Among Cooperatives across India will be launched, aiming at cooperation among Gujarat cooperative societies. An innovative initiative in India's Thoothukudi aimed at supporting individuals who have lost their hair due to cancer treatment has been launched. The initiative encourages people to donate their hair for creating wigs for cancer patients. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi shared a glimpse through social media on how Make in India is propelling India's economy onto the global stage. Prime Minister's post also said Indian bicycles are becoming a global sensation, with exports surging to the UK, Germany and the Netherlands. The growth highlights India's rising influence in international markets. Reports have been circulating and now, with Prime Minister Modi's post, it is confirmed that Made in Bihar boosts are now part of the Russian Army's gear, showcasing India's growing influence in international defence markets. Prime Minister's post also mentioned Kashmir willow bats, solidifying their status as a global favourite. These bats exemplify India's superior craftsmanship and significant impact on international cricket scene. Indian brand Amul is taking India's unique flavors to the world, launching its first product chain in the US. This international expansion highlights the global appeal of Indian dairy products. As per India's Prime Minister's post, India's Unified Payments Interface, which is a UPI system, is now a global phenomena, enabling seamless digital payments in multiple countries. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's post also mentioned the BrahMos missiles, which is a joint venture between India and Russia and which is now operational in the South China Sea, emphasizing India's strategic defense capabilities and its role in enhancing global security. His post also said that Indian products dominated Amazon's Black Friday and Cyber Monday sales, showcasing the international demand for made in India items and India's growing presence in global e-commerce market as well. An all-party meeting will be held on Sunday ahead of the budget session of India's Parliament. The government seeks cooperation from all political parties to ensure smooth functioning of both the houses of Indian Parliament. India's budget session will be held from the 22nd of this month till the 12th of the next month. The union budget will be presented on the 23rd of July. It will be the first budget of the Narendra Modi government in its third term. India's External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar met former Mauritius Prime Minister Naveen Ramgoolam on Wednesday. They discussed the enduring bilateral partnership between two countries and expressed a mutual desire for its further development. Minister Jaishankar also met another former Mauritius Prime Minister, Paul Berenger. Their discussions covered contemporary global issues. Minister Jaishankar is on his maiden visit to Mauritius after his reappointment. External Affairs Minister also met the leader of opposition, Dr. Arvind Pulal, and discussed the bilateral relationship and its significance for the prosperity and well-being of Indian Ocean region. Asian Development Bank on Wednesday maintained India's GDP growth forecast at 7% for the current financial year, citing that a rebound in agriculture is expected given above normal monsoon projections. Egypt's total budget deficit has fallen to $10.48 billion in the fiscal year 2023-24 that ended on the 30th of June compared to £610 billion a year earlier. Venezuelan growers of rice and corn have reversed a years-long slump in production, and thanks to loans of fertilizers and seeds from buyers, which are freeing up funds to invest in generators and other efforts to fight utility cuts. India has once again called for much-needed reforms at the UN, starting with the United Nations Security Council. Delivering India's statement at a UNSC open debate, India's charge to affairs, R. Ravindra, said that multipolarity is being witnessed in the world today and it is here to stay. Now the latest on the Russia-Ukraine conflict. Russia and Ukraine have exchanged 95 prisoners of war from each side after the United Arab Emirates acted as an intermediary. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky confirmed the development, saying Kyiv has swapped 95 Ukrainian prisoners of war in swap with Russia. China and Russia began their joint live-fire naval exercises code-named Maritime Cooperation 2024 in the South China Sea. Philippines and China have agreed to set up a new line of communication to improve their handling of maritime disputes as ties soar over clashes about territory in the South China Sea. Anti-quota protesters clashed with police and ruling Awami League party-affiliated student wing, the Bangladesh Chhatra League, in the country, leaving at least 6 people dead and several injured. The opening of the UK Parliament to mark the official start of the new Labour government's time in office began with King Charles III delivering the King's speech on Wednesday. In his speech, the King said that securing economic growth will be a fundamental mission for the government. On Ukraine, the King said that his government will continue to give its full support to Ukraine. Britain's new Labour government has said that it will strengthen the role of the country's official budget watchdog under new laws that Prime Minister Keir Starmer hopes will boost Britain's attractiveness to investors. French Prime Minister Gabriel Attal and his government resigned on Tuesday but will stay on in a caretaker capacity until a new cabinet is appointed. A left-wing alliance that won the 7th of July election has so far been unable to agree on a potential candidate to replace him. A 16-member-strong crew of a Comoros-flagged oil tanker that capsized off Oman are still missing. Oman's Maritime Security Center said on Tuesday that the crew of Prestige Falcon comprised 13 Indian nationals and 3 Sri Lankans as well. Police in Thailand said that cyanide poisoning was the likely cause of death of the 6 foreigners at a luxury hotel in Bangkok who lost their lives. One of the dead was the suspected killer. Thai police said that they have found traces of cyanide in the drinking glasses and a water container. Interviews with relatives of the deceased revealed that there had been a dispute over debt. Taiwan is dedicated to bolstering its own defences as per the island's premier Cho Chuang Tai on Wednesday, after former US President Donald Trump said Taiwan should pay the United States for its defence as it goes not giving the country anything. Taiwan's ruling party said on Wednesday former US President Donald Trump's comments regarding the islands were nothing more than that, hoping that Taiwan would show the same determination to protect its own security as Japan, South Korea and the European Union. German Chancellor Olaf Scholz will travel to Serbia and hold talks with President Alexander Vučić on Friday, as per a German government spokesperson, naming critical raw materials as a key theme of the trip. As per a decision by the European Union Court, the European Commission did not allow the public enough access to information about COVID-19 vaccine purchase agreements it secured with pharmaceutical companies during the pandemic. The European Union Court decision comes after a group of European Union lawmakers took legal action after the Commission refused to grant complete access to COVID-19 vaccine contracts secured between European Union's executive arm and manufacturers. Nepal's newly appointed Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli is set to take a vote of confidence on the 21st of July, a week after he took over the charge of the office. 14 high school students in Japan were rushed to hospital after consuming super spicy potato chips. Around 30 students ate the fiery snack, which was brought to the school in Tokyo by one of their classmates. Time to take a short break. We'll be right back.
While there's still enough food for everyone on the planet, food shortages are a real problem. Let's take a look at the factors causing this and what can be done to save our food.
What we host now, it's called Farm School. One of the goals is to teach them agriculture so that 50 years from now, when there's so much change in climate, they don't have to deal with learning two new skills.
We empower women who are really poor and who don't have too much economic empowerment to eat better.
We adopt this strategy in our product. The volatile compounds induce the defence mechanism and help to prolong shelf life by 2 more days, so it's purely natural.
We just don't bring you the news as it unfolds, we get to the heart of the matter.
We don't just present facts, we demystify complex social, political and economic events.
We break stories that shape the world's present and future because you deserve the truth.
I am Tanvi Taneja from New Delhi.
I'm Ollie Barrett from London.
I'm Nick Harper from Washington, D.C.
Join us on DD India Global Monday to Friday at these times.
Welcome back. After that short break, let's continue with Express News. Severe storms, including a tornado, caused widespread destruction across upstate New York. The city of Rome in Oneida County was also among the hardest hit areas. Severe flooding paralyzed parts of Toronto after a torrential overnight storm brought unprecedented rainfall to the city. Downtown Toronto was chaotic as floodwaters overwhelmed streets and public transit systems. Floodwaters inundated Toronto's Union Station and water flowing down a flight of stairs created a waterfall. Torrential rain in Toronto has triggered flash flooding in parts of the city. The train service to and from Toronto's suburbs has been disrupted due to flooding. Even other forms of transport like subway, bus and trolley service have been severely affected. Toronto flooding has caused power outages, disrupting traffic across the city, and it has forced airlines to curtail services. Major highway running east of downtown resembled a river due to surge in water level. Flash floods hit the streets of Nashville after reports of dam failures in the area. The Washington County Emergency Management Agency reported that Nashville Dam had failed due to heavy rainfall. Soldiers and emergency services tackled a wildfire in a mountainous area of North Macedonia as heat wave affecting the Balkans could lead the flames to spread. Heavy rains hit areas south of Yellow and Wow rivers and many parts of China. The precipitation has exceeded 250 millimeters. There has been scattered outages across the city of Toronto due to flooding. People of Toronto were without power for several hours. Heavy rains have caused major flash floods in Poland. Roads have inundated and traffic has suffered due to heavy rain. Several cities in China were lashed by torrential rain, inundating streets and villages and disrupting traffic on Wednesday. The traffic congestion on roads has disrupted day-to-day activities of the people. Heavy rain alert were issued in the capital Seoul in South Korea. The heavy rains have brought the city to a halt and the traffic has also been disrupted. Places across the world are experiencing intense heat wave. The water levels of Serbia have dropped due to heat wave. IMD Mumbai upgraded warning to orange alert. Heavy rains have been expected in few places of Maharashtra. Raigad has been issued a red alert. The Indian Meteorological Department has forecasted significant rainfall and thunderstorms in various parts of Andhra Pradesh. Overall flood situation has significantly improved in the last 11 days of the state. Almost 4 lakh remain affected in 16 districts of Assam. An intense overnight storm resulted in significant flooding across Toronto on Tuesday, with heavy rainfall inundating the mansion of rapper and singer Drake. Firefighters and the Albanian Air Force were battling wildfires in the Tumor Mountain National Park. A helicopter from the Albanian Air Force was gathering water from a nearby lake and pouring it on the fire hotspots. Teams of firefighters from the Russian Ministry of Emergencies were seen tackling massive wildfires in Crimea on Tuesday. Some 300 people and dozens of vehicles have been taking part in the firefighting operation on the ground, while many local volunteers used bikes to deliver water and food to the firefighters tackling the place. China has been committed to advancing Chinese modernization and leading the country to open up new horizons for modernization. The various fields are lunar exploration missions, launch of the deep sea, manned submersible, etc. The Perseverance Mars rover mission used artificial intelligence on the Red Planet to make autonomous decisions based on real-time analysis of rock composition. China has seen 211 million railway passenger trips since the start of the summer travel rush. The figure marks an increase of 6.5%. Shanghai has pioneered to build pocket gardens in urban areas and dismantle boundaries between city space and parkland to enhance urban ecology. Jakarta government has launched Zero Waste, Zero Emission 2050 document in Jakarta. The government aims to remove waste and trash from emission by the year 2050. Bangladesh is to build a solar power plant with a capacity of 500 megawatts. The main goal is to contribute on fair energy transition according to sustainable development goals and support national energy security. The peak sea turtle nesting season has arrived in South China's Hainan province, which has the country's largest spawning ground for the protected animal. The Vietnam Summer Camp 2024 opened in Hanoi on Tuesday. This year's camp aims to provide young Vietnamese people from around the world with opportunities to learn about their country. The U.S. on Wednesday planned to award Taiwan's global wafers up to $400 million in government grants to significantly increase production of silicon wafers. Civil Aviation Authority of Vietnam has advocated for airfare price stabilization and increased flight frequency to ensure the benefits to both passengers and the aviation industry. Aditya Seal is set to share the screen with Akshay Kumar in the upcoming comedy drama called Khel Khel Mein. It is a pairing that promises a box office success. Royal Norbut of Perak is the royal musical band chosen to be played in the installation ceremony of Sultan Ibrahim, the 17th King of Malaysia. Paris Mayor Anne Hidalgo took a dip in the French capital's River Seine on Wednesday to dispel water quality woes ahead of Olympic Games. Amitabh Bachchan expresses joy as Kalki 2898 AD, his new movie, crosses 1,000 crore mark on the box office. Kim Kardashian expressed that she had a great time in Mumbai when she attended the Ambani's wedding. Cast of Devdas was reunited at an Ambani wedding. Madhuri Dixit and Sriram with actor Shah Rukh Khan, his wife Fauri Khan were seen together. Bollywood actor Ayushmann Khurrana opened up on his deep connection to music in a recently released behind-the-scenes video of his latest track, Reheja. Stree 2, a Bollywood horror comedy film featuring Rajkumar Rao and Shraddha Kapoor, is set to release in theatres on the 15th of August. From seas and deserts to dates and olives, an Egyptian board game aims to teach children about Arab countries and their resources. Aridi, Arabic for My Land, features 6 Arab countries that resources in common as well as those currently enduring crisis. Indian Olympic Association has officially released the final list of contingent for the upcoming Summer Olympic Games. India will be sending a strong contingent of 117 athletes to the prestigious event. Athletics is the biggest group in the contingent with 29-member squad, followed by 21-member shooting team and 19-player hockey squad. 8 players will represent India in table tennis, while badminton will feature 7 competitors. Paris is putting the finishing touches of the Olympic Village for the upcoming Paris game as it is about to open its door for the arrival of participating athletes. Police officers have been deployed around Paris to secure special road lanes for Olympic athletes, delegations and other participants and facilitate smooth transportation during the Games. Paris Mayor took a dip in the French capital's River Seine on Wednesday ahead of Olympic events being held in the famed river despite concerns of water quality. French soccer player Kylian Mbappe has been formally unveiled as the Real Madrid player after leaving his former club Paris Saint-Germain at a packed Bernabeu stadium on Tuesday. The French Soccer Federation on Tuesday filed a complaint with FIFA over racist and discriminatory remarks by Argentina player in post-match chants about France's team after their Copa America title victory. The video, posted by Argentina international Fernandes on his Instagram account, featured a song sung by some of the Argentinian squad about France's players. Fernandes later apologized for the video. Fast bowler Mark Wood has been named in place of James Anderson in an otherwise unchanged England squad for the upcoming second test against the West Indies. And acknowledging transformative work in the associate cricket world, 6 nations Mexico, Oman, Netherlands, United Arab Emirates, Nepal and Scotland have been crowned as ICC Development Award winners for the year 2023. And with this, it's a wrap here on Express News for now, but news and updates will continue here on DD India. So don't go anywhere. Keep watching and keep tracking DD India for all latest news and updates from the country and the world. Thank you so much for joining us right now. Namaskar.